안녕하세요 여러분. Hello, bonjour, bonsoir, namaste, konnichiwa, hola. Hi everyone, I am here. So basically I have a bunch of goals that I need to complete before the end of the year. Some of them I made at the beginning of the year, some of them I made recently. And so in attempts to complete them but also hold myself accountable, I decided to start this mini series on my channel named Almost Polyglot. It might turn into a longer series or like a regular thing, we'll see. But for now it's a mini series, so let's just get right into it. It's 10 at night. I'm finally in bed, finally ready to do some reading. It's been a long day. But right now I'm gonna be reading my Spanish book of the week. I'm not too far into it yet. I started reading it in English. I was like, oh, I like this. I'm gonna continue reading it. I found it in Spanish, so I started reading it in Spanish. It's a pretty understandable read. I won't say easy, but it is good for my level. And my reading essentials ready to go and music playing in the background. It's been on repeat all weekend. I just entered my reading state and read until I fell asleep. Voy a contarte todo la verdad y tú vas a escribir un libro sobre ello. On the next day, I woke up pretty early, so I just started to read soon after waking up. All the reading, notations, and even looking up the words was done through Apple Books, and then the handwritten notes was done on Good Notes. Y ahora yo tengo mucho hambre, entonces voy a cocinarme. On this day, I was pretty free, which is unusual, but that means I took the whole day to reading anytime I could, so I can get this book done in about 2 to 3 days. I don't know if that's a little bit too ambitious, but we'll see. I ended the night 30% into 7 Husbands, and instead of sleeping, I started reading shushubobo tteokbokki는 먹고 싶어. The next day, we're starting a bit later in the night than I wanted to. We're just gonna get right into it to see how much we can finish tonight. I really do want to finish this within the next 2 days. We'll see how it goes. During this day, things were getting pretty good in the book, especially for Evelyn, so I was very invested. Yo sabía, yo sabía. I was taking notes as I go so I can remember who was who and keep track of what was going on in her life. There was a lot going on. This has been my reading position for the past hour. We're only 43% of the way into the book. I thought it would be more. It's okay though, so we'll just keep reading tomorrow. Next day, I woke up pretty earlier than I usually do anyway, so I just started to read in bed, read throughout the morning as much as I could, and then after work, I just did the usual routine and then got right back into bed to do some more reading. But here's why reading in bed and being that comfortable is a bad idea. I'm not even gonna lie, I fell asleep for like about half an hour, 40 minutes. Now I'm thirsty, tired, but I want to finish this book. I don't think I'm gonna finish it tonight, and I have 2 more books that I want to finish, and the end of the week is coming near because I did not give myself enough days for this challenge. I guess I can just change it. It's my challenge. Vamos a ver. And so I did. So for this day, I ended the night with 17% of shushubobo tteokbokki는 먹고 싶어 done, 60% of 7 Husbands done, and 1 chapter of the book I decided to read in French because it was a physical book. My eyes are just tired of screens. Work was stressful. All my after work plans were ruined, and now I'm back home after sitting in traffic for about 2 hours almost. Cars stopped working at some point in the day. There's too much going on, but it's okay. We're gonna get some reading done anyway. I kind of put an all-nighter, but I do have work tomorrow, and I don't want to be like a mess for work. I want to, but I don't think I will because I'm very tired, as you can see by the dark circles of my eyes, probably. I fell asleep not even like half an hour after this. Driven by my need to finish 7 Husbands so I can get into the other books that I wanted to read and finish, I was reading as soon as I woke up. I think I might be running a little cold, if not a fever. I felt myself starting to get warm. I'm officially a little over 60% of the way in the book of Evelyn Hugo, so I'm very excited. I've been reading it a little bit after work now, and I'm gonna read it while I wait for the car to heat up a bit. Seeing myself get closer and closer to the end of each book, I may get remotivated. I'm very excited. I think we'll get it done, which is very exciting because this is one of the first goals I'll actually finish in the year. Avoiding the bed because I know if I go lay down right now, I am gone. So I'm at my desk and I'm gonna get some reading done. I've been getting some reading done while I eat, getting some reading done while in the toilet. I've been reading, and now I'm a little over 70% in the book. I'm gonna try to finish 7 Husbands first and then read the Korean one. I might just take breaks like, oh, I'm reading too much of this, let me start reading that. But I feel like the switching in languages is confusing me a little bit. ¿Qué mierda estás haciendo en casa? That's what I'm saying. On this night, I truly entered some kind of flow state. I was reading, comprehending, making notes, and ecstatic to almost be done with the book, and I was truly invested in it. And as you can see, I switched to paper notes because my eyes were just tired. Then finally, ladies and gentlemen, I have finished Los Siete Maridos de Evelyn Hugo. Yeah! I finished it this morning around 9 a.m. and then after that I just went into eating some breakfast, chilled for a bit because I did need a break. I would fall asleep, wake up, read, and then when I woke up officially I would read and then finished it. In the beginning of the year I just set out to read just one book in Spanish. After reading so many books, well, I should say after starting so many books and not finishing them, I finally found one that captivated me enough to want to finish it, and I did. But I do want to finish the book in Korean tonight, so let's just go continue doing that. After a 2-hour break, I actually started reading the Korean book that morning, but I was just trying to push through like all the distractions, the fatigue, the slight cold that was settling in. And since it's cold and I wanted to be warm and comfortable, I got into bed, but of course that wasn't a good idea. Fell asleep while reading in the bed, what a surprise. Anyways, not only did I fall asleep, this book is hard to read. There's a lot of vocabulary in this book that I just do not know. Because I don't know these big words, I'm unable to understand the book completely. So the author will be like, "저 선생님 우울해서 등등등등." I'm like, oh, okay. Because 우울해서, whatever happened after, right? But because I didn't know what 우울해서 means, and actually some of the words that come after that, I was confused as to what she was talking about. This book might be a little above my Korean reading level, but my comprehension reading the Spanish book versus this is way different. Seven Husbands was 딱 맞아, but it's okay. I like a challenge, so we moved. And a challenge it was, but it wasn't fun. It was more frustrating than anything. So in the end, I decided I'm going to restart this book.